Welcome to Tired AB. Chemical bonding is a lasting attraction between atoms, ions, or molecules that enables the formation of chemical compounds. Atoms of elements tend to combine together in order to become stable. This combination to form a compound affects their individual electron configuration. There are types of chemical bonding. We have the electrovalent, which is also known as the ionic bonding. The covalent bonding, we have two types of them. We have the ordinary covalent bonding, and we also have the coordinate covalent bonding. Electrovalent bonding involves the transfer of electrons from one atom to another, sending and receiving of electrons. Now, this transfer and acceptance creates ionic charged particles which are attracted to each other. Calcium oxide is made up of two elements, that is calcium and oxygen. The atomic number of calcium is 20, and then that of oxygen is 8. Calcium has 2 electrons in the outermost shell, whereas oxygen has 6 electrons in the outermost shell. Now, between these two elements, we realize that calcium needs 6 more electrons to obey the octet rule, whereas oxygen needs just 2 electrons to be stable. The one with the less electrons will give away for the one with the more electrons to receive. So after the give and take, you realize that calcium gives out 2 electrons. So how many electrons were giving out? 2 electrons. So calcium will now be positively charged. How many electrons did calcium give? It gave 2 electrons. So 2 is now positively charged. So 2. Now oxygen received how many electrons? It received 2 electrons. Gilbert and Lewis, an American chemist, introduced Lewis structure in his paper, The Atom and the Molecule, in the year 1916. Now, he came out with a representation of elements and electrons with dots and cross. Now, for example, fluorine is atomic number 9. With Lewis structure, we deal basically with the number of electrons within the outermost shell. Now, in the outermost shell, we have 7 electrons. Now, instead of drawing the shells, Lewis said that let's write the chemical symbol of fluorine and then distribute the number of electrons in the outermost shell around it, either by using a cross or a dot. We distribute the electrons in pairs. So 2 here. So we have 2 electrons distributed there. We have 2 electrons distributed here, so making 4. We have another 2 distributed here, making 6. Let's create a table for the 2 elements present so that will be simple for us. So we have the elements present, we have the atomic number of the elements, and we have the valence electrons. Now in this case, valence electrons are the number of electrons present in the outermost shell. So we have which elements are present in this formation. We have sodium and chlorine. Now sodium is atomic number 11, whilst chlorine is atomic number 17. Sodium. Now let's put sodium in a bracket plus chlorine in bracket. Now sodium has just 1 valence electron, so let's just use the dots to give us 1 valence electron, whilst chlorine has 7. So 1, 2, we said they are in pairs, so 3, 4, 5, 6, then finally 7. Sodium will give out 1 electron to chlorine. So as it gives out the electron, it becomes positively charged. Now chlorine received 1 electron to be negatively charged. So sodium is now positively charged, which is bonding with chlorine, which is negatively charged, in order to give us our sodium chloride.